Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. Today we are playing Ironsworn. We are following Avella of New Rock's journey as she seeks to understand what she is, what the mystical ability that she cannot have but does have is. And she has made absolutely no progress on that. She has done nothing there yet. She's instead been embroiled in all kind of crime, or not embroiled in crime herself, but looking for criminals. In this case, pirates. In the last session, or in the last couple of sessions, we have set out looking for a boat that had gone missing, a ship that had gone missing, expecting that it had been taken by pirates or waylaid by pirates or something had happened to it. We found the boat, and the pirates that had taken it, they had a boat, the boat that they'd obviously captured it with. They were sailing along together, and we came across them rather unexpectedly, rather close to them. And so we had to avoid them. We managed to avoid them and then got stuck on a sandbar. They caught up to us, boarded us, and we had a bit of a fight. Now, the sandbars stopped the ship from coming to us, but they sent out a rowboat with some reinforcements. And again, another fight ensued. We got to the nearby island, the ship now not doing very much there, and lit a beacon. Having seen the beacon, I think that we haven't worked this out 100%. So they either tried to flee or they sort of stuck around a little bit. We're not sure. There is a haven on the island, and we don't know what their relationship to it is. We do know that setting the beacon alerted that haven, the people of that haven, to our presence on the island, and they sent some people to investigate. And that's where we're going to be starting this journey, this session. Now, I attempted to fulfill my vow, finding the ship. Lighting the beacon did indeed capture the attention of the rest of the search party, but I got a weak hit, which means that we discover that the quest isn't quite filled. It's sort of partially filled, where there is some truth that we learn, and it's either that the boat has gotten away, and so there's more to do. We still have to go out and find it again, though it's in a much narrower area, or there's some other complication there. And then if I immediately swear a vow, which I've written down on the sheet, it's going to be capture the ship. There's whatever the vow is going to be, it's going to be do the rest of the work in order to find this, unless we find out there's something happening with the people on the island, and we end up in leaving the ship to the rest of the search party and dealing with that ourselves, which I'm really not keen on. Or, yeah, that's sort of the long and the short of it. The boats are coming. We can see the boats coming, and I'm Avella, our character Avella, and Alban, an ally of hers, have just set this beacon and are waiting with it. And we're watching the ship. The ship has sort of moved with us, obviously intending to try and catch us. We just killed a bunch of their people, or at least get a pirate ship back, their pirate boats back. And so we've watched this. Once we've set the beacon, we've probably gone back to the ship. We've gone back to our boats, which they're wanting to recover. And so the ship is still in the area, and we get called to by some voices. So we're going to need a character. So before I get into that, what I'm thinking with swearing the other vow, I'm in the process of learning this thing. Whatever, at the end of this encounter, I will have learnt what that vow is, and I will be able to swear it. So at that point, I will swear a new vow and take the momentum. So we need to look at the oracles. We need a character. Got a roll goal. Where are names? You've got names. Ironlander. So let's roll an Ironlander name. So Jihan won't be alone, but Jihan's role is... Oh, that's interesting. Jihan is a pilgrim. Their goal is to prove their worthiness. Okay. Get some descriptors. Quirky, quiet, and stern. So Jihan is quirky, quiet, and a stern person. He seeks to prove his worthiness, probably with the with some sect or group in the haven of, what was the haven called? Stoneford. So I think we'd said that Stoneford was a hidden haven. It didn't communicate out with people, but they must have had some. Maybe they're yeah. We'll work that out. What his disposition is helpful. He wants to be helpful. Oh, okay. And what's activity do? Removing. Okay, that makes sense. So Jihan and some men that he's with call out to us. Hello there. Excuse me. Can you help us? And we're going to turn to him and say, now, I believe that both of us are wounded. Oh, well, I think that our wounds were dealt with. Well, I'm no longer wounded, but we're not in good health. I've got 0 health, and a roll I made before decided that Alban was also not in good health. So the fights that we have been in have taken a very heavy toll on us. So we do not look good. And so we're looking up at him. I'm holding a trident, sort of leaning on it, but also ready to take it up in my defense, and say back to him, "Hello there. I take it you're not with the pirates. You haven't just attacked us." And he'll go, "Whoa, pirates? No, we don't know anything about any pirates. Have you been attacked?" And looking at us, it's obvious that we have been in a fight. We are not well off. And they go, "Oh no, that's really hard. Look, if you need, we can offer you help. Is that why you lit the beacon?" And he's now gesturing up to this pillar of black smoke that we have created. And we'll say, yes, that is part of it. That is part of the reason. And so I'm just thinking relationship moves. So he's basically going to say to us, "Look, we're very happy to help you. We can offer you refuge and a place to stay while you heal. We're happy to look after you, but we'd like to take the beacon down. We want to put the fire out. It's now that we've found you, there's no need for it." And I guess the thing is, we're going to have to say, yes, there's more to it than that. We're going to have to say that we're signaling the others from the search party. You see, we were searching for that ship, and we probably gesture out into the bay. And I think that probably it's not there anymore. The ship that has been there, the ship that had followed us. Obviously, we've got a couple of boats there, and they'll go, "Oh, we see. That's really quite a problem. If they're just there, what do they look like?" And describe the merchant vessel to them and say it had been captured by these pirates and we were out looking for it. The beacon is to draw in the rest of the search party to help us find that. And I think at this, his goal is to keep... I think that we'd said before that Stoneford was a rather quiet community. They probably don't want a large amount of contact. They're a bit isolationist. They don't want too much contact with the outside. So this man Jihan has decided that if he can help us, we can get rid of the beacon and then draw attention away. And he's not going to like that we are actively trying to draw attention here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll compel. Now he's a helpful sort. And I think that he's going to want to help us, so that we take the beacon out and direct. His goal is going to be to keep the attention off Stoneford and on the pirate ship. So, hearing this, what I'm going to be trying to do here is charm, pacify, barter, or convince. So roll heart. So that's what I'm rolling. And the goal is to get him to be helpful to us in capturing, in finding this ship and coordinating our efforts. I think a miss. He's going to be very insistful about removing the beacon no matter what happens. But a miss is he's going to try and direct us in another way. His goal is going to be to get everything away from Stoneford. So this is going to, I think, determine more how much help we're going to get from him and Stoneford ongoing, and as opposed to putting a direct stopper in what we're trying to do or making him hostile or anything. Okay, so we've got a strong hit, which is good. So he is on a strong hit. They'll do what you want or share what they know. Take +1 momentum. If you use this exchange to gather information, make that move now and add +1. Okay, I don't think that we are gathering information. We're going to take the momentum, but he's going to say, oh, well, I see. In that case, let's help catch these, we'll help you catch these things. What we've got a number of places on the island where we can see where they're from. We can help you track them. Let's take the beacon down, because it will be scaring them. It will be scaring them, and we will help you capture these bandits. Now, you've got a lot of boats here. We can help you go out and coordinate the vessels that you've summoned with the beacon already and direct them to the thing. We can also help you find the boat. Did you see which way it went off in? And there'll be, I think it's going to be pretty obvious, actually, because if we're talking about sandbars, the problem was that there was sandbars in this area. So the boat has had to we're on this island, and so the boat has basically had to come through here, which would be the direction it would have been heading in originally anyway. It was originally heading south, in the opposite direction that line has come to through here. So the boat is now heading south again. And so they're going to say, look, we can help you catch these. We can help you get your boat back. We can see you've already done some damage here. Do you think that they're going to try and get these back? We can help you move them around to the other side of the island, to Stoneford, to our own harbor, where we'll be able to protect you from them and protect them. And we can go out and meet. We can help you meet with your other merchant vessels, with the rest of the search party, and direct you to where they will have gone, as well as find their location. So he's going to be very, very helpful in this. So at this point, I think that we'll agree. I'm sure that we'll go back up to where the beacon is. We'll have left his men with the boats. Go back up to the beacon and see the oncoming ships. I guess. Do we see? Ask the Oracle. I think it's probably likely. This would have taken an hour, over an hour or so, and they were sending out many ships over this thing. So there'd be one or two other boats in the area. And I think that we'd made this in something like 2 days. This had been something like 2 days of travel, or I can't remember. I know that we set up camp at some point around here. I'm not sure. Well, let's see. We'll just go 50-50. Have we brought in any boats yet? Yes, we have. Okay, so there are a couple of vessels coming in. I will say, look, these vessels here were part of the search thing, and they'll go, great, we will send out. And can we still see the ship? I think it's unlikely at this point, but we know the direction that they were heading. But we can still see the ship. So I guess if we're up the top of this island here, and they'd been heading south, so they're around here now. And so we'll be able to point out to them, oh, there's the boat there, that's it there. And he'll be able to go, great, we will. I think then, yeah, so we can help take you out there. And we'll go, look, if you're willing, we've got these 2 vessels now. We can take the thing down. In fact, we'd probably be happy to leave one of the boats where it is and just take. No, that he's offered help. So I'm going to roll compel again and ask them, there are 2 vessels that are coming towards us. Can you go out and take word to that vessel over there that the ship, our target, is south and heading that direction? And that's what we're going to ask of him now. So we can do one instead of the other, instead of both. Complication. Okay. So he's definitely going to say no. He's going to say, look, we're happy to provide you some kind of coordination. We're happy to help you out and give you a place to rest. But we won't be. So I've already said that they would help coordinate. Okay, no. What he's going to do is he's going to suggest a different course of action to us. He's going to suggest, no, that would take time. If we're not sailors, we won't have that ability. And I can see why you're asking. You want us to go and go to one ship, or you go to the other, so that we can move on their position faster. But we can see the other ship. We have their attention. We have bows and a fire. Let us instead fire arrows from our location, flaming arrows from our location in the direction of the boat in order to direct them to the other vessel. And I think that we're going to take them up on this idea because it seems like it's going to be helpful. And then he's going to say, and then we can move along with them and we can draw them away. And so that his men are putting out the fire, or we'd left his men with the thing, but we put out the fire, dousing it and covering it over so that the smoke is now stopping. But we're going to agree to it. The complication, I'll say this now, the complication is going to be that he doesn't want us to leave the island now. He doesn't want to make contact with the other boats. If he's, I'm not going to say he's going to stop us from leaving the island, but he wants to control the narrative around what we say about the island and who is there. So, yeah, he doesn't just want there. Yeah, that's what's happening. It's very secretive, maybe even a cult or something. He's a pilgrim on this island. So they're going to start firing arrows, flaming arrows in the direction of the thing. So, how do we work out if this is effective? We're in here. Our boat would be around here, and these other vessels would be approaching from the north. So we just need to get them to... They're either going to see this, or they're going to look past it. I think that the boat would be moving through here. So I think if we fire, there's actually a good chance. I think that asking the Oracle, and if the boats are in this area, seeing to here, yeah, it's if they're in sort of, if they're in a corridor like this, or if they're in sort of these lines, they will be quite easily able to see this ship, unless it might be heading in this direction, which might make it a bit harder, but as long as they're not coming from out here, they're going to be able to see the ship. So I'm going to say that it's likely that we will be able to get them to see the ship. So firing the arrows at the ship, a couple of minutes pass, and then we see the sails moving and the ships start to change course to give chase to this ship. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark some progress on this quest. We have directed 2 more vessels of the search party after the boat. And so we're going to mark some progress there. But this is where, I think at this point I'm going to say something. Avella is going to say something, and she's going to turn to Alban, bearing her hand, which is her limp arm, which had been maimed in a previous incident. She's got strapped to her chest in a sling, covered up underneath her clothes. She's going to pull down her top again, open her top again to show the back of her hand, which now has several cuts because of all of the iron vows that she has sworn, and draw her knife. And this is the point where I'm going to take that extra momentum and I'm going to swear this iron vow that we are going to take the boat. When you swear upon an iron vow to complete a quest, write your vow and give the quest a rank. Then roll plus heart. If you make this vow to a person or community with whom you share a bond, add +1. Good, I get to add +1. Heart or devotion stat. is 2. And my modifier, I'm getting an extra 1. Oh, shit. Weak hit. On a weak hit, you are determined but begin your quest with more questions than answers. Take +1 momentum and envision what you do to find a path forward. Oh, I kind of wanted to miss, I think. But I'm going to take +1 momentum as per this. The reason I took that extra momentum was when you fulfill your vow on a weak hit. If you swear an iron vow that to set things right, if you do add +1. Oh. No, okay, so that's a strong hit. So that +1 should have actually gone on my action score, so I should have had a 6 plus a 2 for my heart plus 1 for the bond plus 1 for fulfilling a vow, swearing it off my other vow. Because my other vow is to find the boat. Now we're vowing to capture it. So that's actually a 10. And on my challenge die, I've got a 9. So swear an iron vow on a strong hit. Take +2 momentum, which I've essentially done because I'd done it wrong and I'd already taken +1 momentum. You are emboldened. It is clear what you must do next. Ask the oracle if unsure. Okay. So we're going to say to Jihan, thank you very much for your help. We now have to go after the okay. We now have to go after the people. We now have to go after them ourselves. And so what? Now, there would be a significant obstacle before I can begin my quest if I had missed that. Which would have been the obvious thing he would be that he's going to try and stop us. He's been very helpful at this point, so I don't think I'm going to have to compel him. He's going to leave his men on the thing, but he's going to agree to come with us. Just in case we need some more help with the island. Is going to be his reasoning. So we've now got an extra person. We're going to leave the pirate's boat there and just go on Alban's. And we set off after this boat. So the question then becomes, how do I actually work out where this boat goes? We've now got, it's now heading south and we've got 2 vessels following it. We are going to come out and also try and follow it. We're going to try and come straight through here. I think that I really need to read the Delve book. I read it when I bought it a while ago, and I think I actually read it when it was in beta. I then read it again when I bought it, or I glanced through it when I bought it. I think that this would actually I think that it has some tools that would be useful here. Because it has this idea of dangers and things. So that we could be using to say whether or not the damn boat gets away, like an opposing clock. But we don't have that. So I think that, secure an advantage might be the thing. We don't really. Maybe undertake a journey is the thing to do. I think undertake a journey is the thing to do, but first we're going to secure an advantage. Okay. So we're going to secure an advantage with expertise, insight, or observation, rolling wits. And what we're going to do is we are setting off, trying to catch up to them by taking these pathways through here, as opposed to coming out to directly follow them. At the very least, we'll be able to do this, but from their direction, we suspect that they're heading out this way, so we're going to try heading out here. So, can this help us gain on them? I don't think we're going to have any extras to this roll. Oh, we miss. You fail or your assumptions betray you. Oh, that's easy. We're going to be put... we're going to be waylaid. I think... Let's have a look at this map. Yeah, I think that we're actually going to come out through here. We're going to lose them, and we're going to be separated out. They've changed plans, and they're now heading out this way somehow, towards these islands here. Or even that they've landed or something and gone to ground on this island, and so we're going to have lost them by losing sight of them through this strait. But we've got 2 other vessels following them, so they will know which direction that they have gone in. So instead of... Is undertaking a journey the thing to do? Yeah, I think that we're going to undertake a journey. This is going to be a troublesome journey. So we're going to find Miller's ship. Let me clear this track. We're going to use it again. It is now troublesome. So when I mark them, there's basically 3 things there. So we're going to first undertake a journey to get back... the first waypoint is where we need to get close enough to one of the other boats that we can essentially shout at them to go, where the hell did they go? We've lost them. So the first move, undertake a journey. For each segment of your journey, I'll roll wits if you are setting off from a community with which you share a bond. Add +1 to your initial roll, so no. Weak hit. Oh, okay. But you suffer -1 supply. Maybe undertake a journey isn't the right thing, because all we're doing is... Because undertaking a journey is about traveling for a long period, whereas what we're trying to do is just move to the next spot. It's a few hour journey. But it is a few hours for the journey, and we don't have any supplies to look after us. We don't have fresh water. It is going to suffer a toll on us. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfect. So we're losing that momentum. We get within shouting distance of the ship and call out to them. Where did they go? We can't see them anymore. And they're going to say, yes, we just lost sight of them as well. They went through here and have... I think also at this point it's got to be getting late. It's got to be getting dark. Because we'd been coming all day. We'd come all through here, I think. And then it's got to be getting dark. Because this is then another hour or so to get out here, and then we've had to coming down here. It's got to be getting quite late. So the visibility is getting quite bad. They've duked us and gone in around these islands. So we have to get in there around that. And so we're going to undertake a journey again to make a little bit more progress and hopefully see where they've gone. Opportunity. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So we see we're traveling along with our two other vessels now, and we're far enough apart that we see the ship and we see where they're heading. Let me mark some progress. I need to do that twice. And we can see, or maybe someone understands that, hey, through these waters you can actually get how do I, is there any kind of how do opportunities work? And we're back. Whoops. Had a bit of an issue there and had to stop recording for a second. And I just forgot to start recording again. So what we've done is we've worked out that the pirates will have landed the ship over here. They've landed the ship on the coast of this island. We've come up to this point and seen them, and then decided to head for it. However, on the final face danger roll, we missed. What is a miss? Your progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. Pay the price. So I think there's a reason they've gotten in there. They know the waters, and we've gotten stuck on a reef. We haven't seen it in the dusk as the sun is going down and visibility is getting low. We haven't seen the hazards in the waters, and we have run aground. So we're going to face danger. You attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat. So we are reacting to the fact that we are on a tiny boat that has come up fast against something very hard. We're just trying to stay alive. So this is going to be with speed, agility, and precision, I think. There's no deception, stealth, or trickery here. We just need to stay on the ship without flying off into the rocky waters potentially, or stop getting hit by anything like the mast coming down. And yeah, we just need to stay alive. Weak hit. Okay. You succeed, but face a troublesome cost. Choose one. You are delayed, lose advantage, or face a new danger. Suffer -1 momentum. You are tired or hurt. You are dispirited or afraid. I'm going to take the stress. Endure stress. I need to take the endure stress action. Okay. When you face mental shock or despair, suffer -spirit equal to your foe's rank as appropriate to the situation. If your spirit is 0, suffer -1 minus momentum equal to any remaining -spirit. Then roll plus spirit or plus heart. Whichever is higher, gonna be plus heart. Weak hit. On a weak hit, you press on. So the boat lurches and shakes, and we fall over and scramble, just trying to stay on the boat as water is going everywhere. The contents of the ship are going everywhere. Alban's falling over. The mast, we lose the swinging beam thing that is on the mast that you're going to hit your head on. It's going crazy. I should really work out what that's called, or even if I know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's, I have no idea. In any case, I think it's to do with positioning the sail. In any case, everything, we lose control of it as we run aground on the rocks. This is, after everything that has happened, very, very dispiriting. We get up, still on the boat. I think, yeah, I'm going to say that at this point we sort of look out. Avella gets up. Alban's still there. Jihan's still there. Everyone's still on the boat. Everyone is safe. But we're no longer moving, and we can see the Allied ships going out as well. There's going to be a chance that it's not just us that... let's have a look. No. Ask the Oracle. I'm going to say it's pretty likely to both ships. Yeah. So both of the other boats that we had pursuing our targets have both hit the reef as well. And we are all very, very done with this. So the next thing is going to be to undertake a journey again. The results of which will determine if we're able to free ourselves and get to the boat, or will all of us or some of us, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll have sprung a leak and this is actually going to be really bad. We're going to have to get to the other. Yeah, where the result of this will determine if we get there or not. I think wits is the only thing I can roll. Strong hit. We are able to hang on, let me reach a milestone. No. Let us reach your destination. So we'll just go progress, find the ship, conclude, strong hit. Okay. So this is done. The boat we're able to successfully dislodge, and it looks like the other boats that from the search party, the mercenaries or the other merchant vessels, have also managed to come unstuck with minimum damage, and they've been able to find their way pressing on. It's probably taken them a while. It's probably taken them quite a while, but that everyone has managed to arrive at the beach, the landing, where Miller's ship is. So, before we do anything else, undertake a journey. On a strong hit, I got a strong hit there. You reach a waypoint. If the mark progress, I did that. You move at speed. Mark progress and take +1 momentum, but suffer -1. Oh no, choose speed. You make good use of your resources. You move at speed. I don't have any supply to sacrifice for momentum, so it's a moot point. However, so we're going to get there. We're all going to get there at the same time. And I think that I need to mark progress. Capture Miller's ship. We're going to mark progress here because we are now at the ship. It has been landed, essentially purposefully beached along with our ships. It's going to take an effort to get it off, but we are now at the ship, and there are at least probably 2 other challenges at this point, or maybe 3 other challenges at this point for us to go through before we can say that we have gotten Miller's ship back. But at this point, because we now have made it to the ship, it's time to call it. In the next session, we'll be able to go through and get on the ship and see what's going on and see where I did say that the pirates, we did see the pirates disembarking. So where have they gone, and what's the happenings here? Because is capturing Miller's ship enough? What happened to Miller and his crew? We'll find that out next time on in the next session. And until then, have a good one.